What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy. Some. Hit the keys. Here today to do a quick demonstration over Mosaic by UVI. I also want to send a special shout out to UVI for sponsoring today's video, but no worries, guys. They have no control over anything that I'm going to say in today's video. All the thoughts are mine and mine alone. So what is Mosaic, you may ask? Let's go ahead and hop to the website real quick. Mosaic, they call it the ultimate inspiration toolbox. It can play chords, it can craft beats, you can create music. So with this tool, it will allow you to do a bunch of different things. Like it has kits similar to something like Arcade or Leap and Contact. It's got chords, so it can play all kinds of different chords for you. It can set up different ARPs. It's got all kinds of stuff in here. Let's check the website for just a couple more seconds. So they say it's your new go-to music creation playground. Play, tweak, all that other stuff. It's got over 1,200 innovative presets with 8 modern genre-based collections. So you're looking at everything from like beats to like house to all kinds of different genres. So as you see here, these are the genres that they're focusing on at the current beginning of this. So you have liquid breaks, which is jungle. You got tropical heat, which is like atmospheric rhythms. You've got electronic rush. So obviously this is going to be good for electronic music. You've got soft pop. You've got hyper pop, you've got retro futurism, so synthwave stuff. You got beat culture, and you got velvet R&B. Let's go ahead and hop into FL Studio though. Check this thing out a little bit more. So with Mosaic, you can use this in Falcon, or you can use it in the free UVI workstation. So I use it in Falcon because obviously Falcon is a beast, and you can do so much more with Falcon than you can with UVI. But it does work perfectly fine in UVI workstation too as well. Boom! If I just come over here, double click this, and then I pull up Mosaic, and then I just come to one of these, and it's cool because it has them set up over here in the different groups for you. But if I set up one of the instruments real quick, you're gonna see boom bam, it's right there. So this thing is pretty cool. Like I was saying before, as you're looking at it here, this is what it looks like in Falcon. But as you're looking at it, you'll see here it's got all kinds of different stuff. So we'll go into all this stuff in much more detail here in a moment. I've made a couple of sample beats for this video. The first one, it's kind of cool what you can do when you switch up the drums, and the second one's more like a house beat. This thing's not all the way mixed down as always, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play it first, and I'm gonna play it with a different set of drums. So all the sounds that you're hearing on all these demo beats are all coming from Falcon. There's no outside sounds. It's all coming from, well, it's all coming from these kits. All right, so let's go. All right, so, but if I switch the drums up on this is just something random, but this is something that I wouldn't have found out if I wasn't using this kit and messing with it or messing with this plugin. So now listen to it with this new set of drums and tell me the beat doesn't have a completely different change of feel. So all that was basically a difference in some drums, which is crazy to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through here and show you guys some cool stuff in this plugin because I think this thing is fire. No cap. This is probably one of my favorite top 2 libraries that UVI has dropped. I like this, and I like UVI Percussion Factory. But with this, as we're looking here, it's gonna look different depending on how we scroll through it. But you see right here, these are just different chords. So if I push down a note, so what's cool about these, like let's say I click on this button right here. Now, once we come up in here, pause. So when I click on this, and once we come up in here, you'll see that there's gonna be a few different instruments that are gonna go with each one of these sounds. So like right here, you see I got that overheat. I could change that. could change this sound right here too. I could change this one too. So you see what I'm saying? You can get all kinds of different things going. That's kind of actually what I did in this beat. So I took, for one of these sounds, I ended up taking off the end piece and I changed it. So let's go ahead and hop into the second Falcon right here. So boom, as we hop in here, you'll notice if I push, so you hear how that one sounds different. In the beat, I changed one of the sounds. So, you know, you'll see here as I push down one of these notes. Now, if I go to the next key, you're going to see it's going to change all this. So this is going to change per note. See how that changed to D? Now look down here at the bottom at all these sounds. I got carry on, Belfort, Bellissimo. But then I changed this Bellissimo. No, I'm sorry. I changed this belly strum right here. And that's what gives it that little, you know, that sound at the end. So you can really come in here and you can fine tune all your sounds. So let's just change this sound to just something real quick. And then we'll change this one too to something real quick. Now if we go. So let's go ahead and change this to something else real quick. And so you see how quick you can easily change up your sound, which is pretty solid. So I think that's a fire tool. And in case I didn't make this clear earlier, which I hope I did, but you can easily change these notes by just coming over here and scrolling and putting whatever it is that you want in here to be the notes. Then you have like level, tone, pan, you know, the sample, all that other stuff. So let's go ahead and click back here on this main screen though again. So on this main screen, as you see here, they have right here what's called a randomize button. So this can randomize a preset for you. So if I push this button right here, so you see, you're gonna get stuff like that too. So we haven't even gotten too far into this yet, but we can hit this randomize button again. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and save that preset. So boom, we're gonna hit save preset. And we're gonna call this one something too, because I've already have another something one. I like that. So we're gonna go ahead and keep that real quick. And then they've got this mutate button, so you can mutate the way that it sounds. So watch this. Damn, that's so dope. Then you can mutate it again. Bro, that is so dope. That's so dope. So again, you've got a ton of presets in here. You know, obviously you can turn it on, you can turn it off. You've got effects right here. So you've got a few different effects that you can mess with. So on this one, let's see, we're gonna turn these grains on and mess with them real quick. Pretty dope. You got drive, delay, but you got other effects that you can mess with here underneath the hood too as well. You also have an EQ section down here at the bottom. And then you've got your LFOs and stuff like that down here. So that's pretty solid too as well. You've got a few more controls so you can get easily to your chords by clicking this right here. You can randomize your chords down here or just change it to a different chord set. So you see how I have this chord set right here? Now, if I change this chord, it's going to give me. So that's pretty solid too. You can do that from the front page. You can click back and forth. You can get to what you need by clicking this Mosaic button right here. Another thing that's fire about this, so let's go ahead and go into these kits. So boom, we're going to double click on this beat culture. And now you've got kits. So we can open up a kit, and this is going to be similar to something like Arcade or something like Leap. And so now you see I got this kit. but you know what I'm saying? So but then you have modifiers for this too as well. So if you guys notice, as I push down the black keys up here, these are going to be my modifiers. So that's pretty cool. You got all kinds of different kits up here for different genres. We'll go ahead and go through one more hip hop one real quick. So that's fire. We could also, boom, randomize that and get ourselves something new. I like that one too, so I'm gonna go ahead and save that preset. So pretty fire. Let's go ahead and go back into some more kits real quick, just so that you guys can kind of hear what some of the other, you know what I'm saying, styles sound like. Go ahead and hit this tropical heat. We'll go ahead and hit some kits, and then this is what some of these kits are gonna sound like. So you know what I'm saying? That sounds pretty fire, so on and so forth. So what I'm gonna do now is I got a second little demo beat that I put together. I'm gonna play that one for you guys too. And again, like I said, all of the sounds and everything that I'm using in all these beats, they all come from Mosaic, except for one set of chords and one set of bass that I used from Falcon, but it was just because I wanted to give it a little switch. So this is like a little house beat I made. This is definitely probably not the hardest house beat I made because I started making the beat backwards. Normally I'd put down chords and go that route. I didn't start that route this time. So let's go ahead and check this thing out real quick. It's not all the way mixed down, but let's go. All right, guys, so that's the second little sample beat that I put together. We're going to go ahead and hop back in here for a few more moments and check this thing out just a little bit more. So you'll see here is one of the sounds that I used in this beat. It was basically this house cry. But what's cool about this is that I went ahead and I used the modifiers on this in the vocals. So the filters are solid. Something else that I forgot to show you guys in this. So like, let's say I come over here and I want to get some motion. You also have an arpeggiator, you have a note sequencer, and you have a phraser right here. So you can use this to build some pretty good melodies and some good arpeggiations and stuff like that. I'm not going to go through all that today because you know what I'm saying. Obviously, there's going to be a few videos that come out on this today, but I will go in here and I will hit just a few more things for y'all. So let's go ahead and check out this electric rush. And then when you come into instruments, you know, you're gonna have like arps, you're gonna have basses. There's a lot with this plugin. there's gonna be a whole bunch of different ARPs. Got some basses down here. That's pretty cool. You got keys down here too. You got some leads. You got brass. You got a bunch of different instruments in here. Just a bunch of stuff. Organs. I mean, you got all kinds of sounds in here. You can change the effects chain that's originally going on it. So that's pretty solid. Then you can randomize the effects chain. You got some plucks. What else we got? We got some Vox over here. You know, that sounds pretty fire too in itself. We'll go ahead and check out just one more bank for y'all because why not, right? We're gonna go ahead and hit this Velvet R&B real quick. So you got brass, you got ARPs here and stuff too as well. You got guitars. Yo, somebody tell Elgene he needs to get this expeditiously. I mean, just fire stuff in here, bro. Fire stuff in here. This is just me pushing one key. 3M piano. See what else we got here. That's what I got for y'all, man. This thing is fire. I'm not even just saying that to say it. I really think that this thing is dope. This might be my favorite plugin that's come out so far this year because of all the stuff that you can do with it. And especially if you have Falcon, because it's kind of like arcade on steroid because you get to use all the effects and everything that's in Falcon. Even the same with UVI Workstation, it has a lot of tools that you can use. So I would definitely recommend this. I'm gonna be using this nonstop, trust me. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Some, hit the key.